And Rita McGrath, a professor at Columbia Business School, Fortune 500 consultant and author. Welcome, Rita. I saw a stat actually today that about 46% of Fortune 500 companies were founded by immigrants or their children, which is interesting. What about this, though? If this continues, now that we don't know what the directive will be going forward, but this is the current one again, what's the impact on the economy? Have you started doing work on that?
Well, Connell, the impact is going to be pretty dire. Some experts estimate it could be as much as a $280 billion hit. Because what happens is when you start taking critical people out of the system, the whole system shrinks. So if you think about critical sectors like agriculture, construction, food preparation, as you've mentioned, Connell, the workers there, they're in the double digits of their entire employing population.
Yeah, it just depends on how broad you're going to be. Like they asked Caroline Levitt at the briefing today about it, and she said something to the effect, oh, we're going to remove public safety threats and focus on, criminals, which is they've been saying. But this seems to be, and we saw this in L.A., and we've seen it in other places, more than that. And our correspondent out in L.A., Alex Capriello, who's been there for a while interviewing people, talked to like a Home Depot worker, and he said this.
This country needs these Spanish people because they have been doing a lot of work that this country does not do it. For example, working in the fields, construction. No people like to work construction. Construction is a hard work. I work it. It's hard. It's difficult. And then we come over here just to give the minimum wage for whatever we can give.
Okay, so that does bring up kind of, Rita, a larger economic question. If these people were not doing the work, the point has been made, and I've heard others make it, that, Americans don't, quote unquote, want to do it. What would happen? Somebody would do it. It would just be at a different price. I mean, and what would happen to the economy?
Well, as I said, the economy will probably shrink, Connell. And what a lot of the myths about work are that they see it through a zero-sum lens, right? So if you take the undocumented workers out, there'll be fewer workers, so wages will go up. No, you're taking fuel out of an economic system. And so there's going to be less to go around for everybody. The other thing people don't realize is if people have to pay more for low-skilled work, guess what? They're going to have less to pay for high-skilled work.
What's the actual answer then to someone could say logically to you, and this is a logical argument, you say, well, this is technically against the law, right, for someone to be here and not have their documents. That's someone who's now an illegal alien of the country, right? That's what that was defined, right? So that's what they would say. You would say what? Because if it's going to hurt the economy so much, there must be some solution that you thought of. What is it?
Well, at a policy level, you want a legal, organized way of getting essential workers into your economic system. And we haven't had that for years. I mean, this is not an overnight problem. This has been building up for decades.
That's for sure. But we used to talk about that. That's the essential problem. So we used to do stories all the time on immigration reform and compromise, and that just doesn't happen anymore. So short term, basically, there's no good solution where you don't have a real economic hit with what they're talking about.
And not if these things proceed at the rate that they're talking about, no.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.